Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I'll be giving you my slightly delayed review but very much excited episode review for the latest and very good episode of The Lord of the Rings of Power, which dropped its newest episode this past Thursday evening. I did not have a chance to watch it right as it dropped because I was at the movies with my friend seeing Barbarian, and then it's been a pretty crazy kind of emotional weekend for me, and I've been catching up on a lot of the D23 coverage as well. I finally had a chance to catch and watch the latest episode of Rings of Power. Really liked it. Want to let you guys know what I think of it, but before I do that, please be warned, this is obviously a spoiler-filled review, so if you haven't seen the newest episode of Rings of Power from this past Thursday night, you don't want to keep watching or listening, as I'm obviously going to be discussing spoilers, plot details, character reveals, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First off, it is so great to get a proper introduction to this installment of the orcs. They look great. They sound great. They're nasty. They seemed organized. And overall, I'm just pleased to see them. And their warg, their mangy, hyena-looking warg, the thing looks nasty and terrifying. I loved it. And I also loved how this episode is doing a good job. This episode did a good job, I thought, balancing the three separate storylines we had going on. We had the elves captured by the orcs. We had Nori and the Hardfoots dealing with the fallout of Nori taking care of the giant who fell with the meteor. And then we also had Galadriel and her sailing companion dealing with, being on the island of Numenor, which at first I didn't recognize, but then the name struck me. And I guess it's an island off the coast of or on the way to Middle-earth. But that name may not have struck a chord with me, but there was another name that certainly did. The introduction of Isildur, who, of course, is the ancestor of one Aragorn. So that is super exciting, knowing that Isildur has now officially entered the story. And where they tend to go with him, I have no idea, but I'm very intrigued and very excited considering, how pivotal he is to the story moving forward and what eventually happens to him, and of course the bloodline he creates leading to Aragorn and whatnot. It's all very, very exciting. So that was a pretty cool reveal. Then we got his name was dropped and we're like, oh snap. So that was pretty cool. I also just really liked how, like I said, I really liked how balanced this episode was between the three ongoing stories that overlapped with one another quite well. We didn't spend too much time on one particular plot line. They kind of jumped from one to the other. And I really thought that Hairbrand, is that his name? The guy who Galadriel was visiting in the dungeon there. I really thought he was trying to make a sincere effort and not fight these guys at the bar. And for a while, that's what it looked like. But then when we see him walking away, he grabbed the guy's sigil. Shit. Okay, so... And then he genuinely didn't seem to want any trouble, but then it's like they unleashed the beast as soon as they smacked him, and then he just rained down hell upon them, like kicked all their asses. Like, how well trained is this guy? What is he, a ranger, a soldier, a special forces guy? Who knows? But he does seem to be an heir to the royalty of the people of the Southlands, the same Southlands that are now enduring the wrath and the slavery of the orcs that are currently enslaving Arondir, our main elf character, and his fellow elves. Despite a valiant attempt to escape, I believe that was the elf commander, or at least his commanding officer, who got the 2 arrows to the chest, so that was pretty sad. And I guess we learned something about the Hardfoots, that they are a nomadic people. They move from place to place, probably as a means of security to keep themselves safe from dangerous wild predators and just outsiders in general, as they're clearly a very skittish people. And I don't know if all the hobbits are like this, but apparently the Hardfoots are. And at least they solved their transport problems. Now they've got this meteor guy who's going to push their cart for them, hopefully, since the dad's foot is injured, so that's good. Overall, great episode, well-balanced between the three storylines, and a good, healthy balance between action and drama. With the attempted escape, the appearance of the warg, the very first appearance of the orcs, and then the tease at the end of there, teasing the leader of the orcs named Adar. I'm not that familiar with the books. I don't think there's anybody any orcs named Adar in the movies, so I'm not too sure why they felt compelled to hide his face unless they're saving it for the reveal as who the actor is. But I guess we'll find out in the next episode. But overall, good episode, and I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. So what did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your weekend if I don't see you. The Lord of the Rings of Power, drops new episodes every Friday on Amazon Prime, or in some places every Thursday evening, depending on where you live. So keep that in mind when you're keeping an eye out for new episodes to drop. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.